Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be incredibly informative, but it's also going to show that there are many false prophets running around in these days, and then there's me. So, just recently, and you can see this is August the 20th, 2023. What just occurred in California was they had their first ever hurricane. Never before have they ever had a hurricane, but they had their first hurricane. And then at the very same time they were having a hurricane, the first hurricane, they also had a magnitude 5.1 earthquake at the same exact time. And what many are saying because of this, these are unprecedented events, that this is directly due to an energy weapon, which is called a direct energy weapon. That is the acronym used by the military compounds, because they do, in fact, we know for a fact that they do have direct energy weapons, and that is the acronym that is used. Just like for weapons of mass destruction, they just simply call them WEDs. They use acronyms. So direct energy weapons, DO is their name, their commonly used name. And people are now, with all these unprecedented events, are saying this has to be from direct energy weapons. Like another example is the Maui fire. Everybody is saying, most of the powers that be, or people are saying, this is directly from a direct energy weapon. The Maui fire, because they said it was almost like a bomb went off. And the unprecedented over 1,000 major wildfires are burning in Canada at this very moment. Over 1,000, ladies and gentlemen. It's like Canada's just burning everywhere. And this has been happening globally. This is happening globally. Understand? So they're saying this is from a DEW, a DO, direct energy weapon. All that's being talked about, this was a year ago, they were talking about how people believe they're being hit with direct energy weapons. And I've already shown that. That is part of the Bluetooth technology also. That's why I wrote it in the book. That's what's written in the book, in these books, this one specifically. The Bluetooth technology is and can be used as a direct energy weapon, and I explain it in great detail in my books, that book and this book. The important part to note on this is none of these false Trump prophets had a prophetic word on this. None of the false Trump prophets gave a prophetic word that this would be the main thing being discussed in these days. Not a single one of them had a prophetic word on DO, direct energy weapons. And the funny part about this is there's an old saying. There's a very old saying. What does it mean? What is the meaning of due season when somebody says all in due season, at the appropriate time, in due course, in due time, in good time, when the time comes? One did. One absolutely did nail it on the head in November 16th of 2021, all in due DEW season. I nailed it on the head with word specificity. The funny part about this is I had one of Timothy Dixon's followers come out, because, you know, I like to, you know, take a crack at Timothy Dixon for his poor spelling and poor speech. One of Timothy's defenders came out. The comments probably aren't on this anymore, because he actually became very vulgar. So I deleted him from my channel. He became very, very vulgar. I actually deleted him from YouTube because of it. He came out in defense of Timothy and said, "Oh, well, you don't have any room to talk because you can't spell either. That should be spelled D-U-E." And I told him, nope, I had my spelling right. I had my spelling exactly the way it needed to be, because he didn't know the things that I knew. the things that would be being revealed later on. August the 20th, 2023. You can go back on my other channel and you can see that I nailed it on the head with word specificity, all in due season. But understand that I have to do these prophecies in such a manner that way these false Trump prophets cannot figure out exactly what I'm trying to reveal. But I do it in such a manner, and I give reference to the Word of God, and let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. All in due season, DEW, Direct Energy Weapons. See, none of these false prophets can show you the things that I can. None know the things that I know, because they do not hear from the Lord as I do. The only thing they can do is when they see a prophetic word that I give, they will attempt to steal it and twist it and claim that they had some knowledge that they did not. But see, that's why I do these things in this manner. That way they cannot figure out what the prophetic word is anymore. I had too many of them stealing it. Timothy Dixon, Robin Bullock, Perry Stone, Jonathan Cahn, Tom Horn. All these false prophets running around in these days, but now they can't figure it out. They struggling trying to figure out. But notice, whenever it does come to pass, I can show with word specificity. DEW, word specificity. Because remember, God is the Word, according to John 1, verse 1. Therefore, he would give his true prophet a very word-specific prophecy. Y'all be sure to share this. God bless.